Hey runners, today I'm here talking about how to keep up with your runs when you have young kids. This is really not an easy task. It may be one of the bigger challenges that you face in sticking with running. So I wanted to give you a couple of my favorite strategies for how I managed to keep up with my streak even though I have a 3 and a 5-year-old. So first and foremost, I would say choose a couple of routes in your community where you can run safe and sound, far away from road traffic or too much street traffic, so that you're not constantly up against cars or like having to dodge people if you're running with a double stroller or a single stroller. So for me, I live in the mountains, so all of the neighborhoods close to me are pretty hilly and they don't really have sidewalks, so I'm running up against cars. So I like to come out to a local university campus because they have these nice wide paved paths, and I like to be able to run here so that I have plenty of room with my double stroller. And one day when my kids are a little bit older, they can safely scoot or bike alongside of me. Other places that I would recommend would be like local parks, local greenways. Churches, when they're not in session like on Sundays and Saturdays, can have nice big open campuses where you can run laps. Your local high school, just get creative. There's a lot of areas in your community, I'm sure, where you can find safe places to run. And if your kids are a little older and you don't have to use a stroller, then it's nice if they can ride their bikes or scoot right along next to you. So my other go-to strategy is to pack things to keep my kids busy during the run so they don't get bored and they don't start complaining. So usually this involves some snacks like popcorn or freeze-dried fruit that kind of keeps them busy for a while. I let them pack a book or two each. Everyone gets to choose a toy to bring along, and then also we play music, and sometimes we even play games while we're running. Like I'll have them count how many dogs we see walking while we're running, or we'll play their favorite albums and we sing along while we're running. So, I mean, you definitely have to be active and involved to keep them entertained, but also it's kind of a cool way to spend time with them and keep them engaged also. Now, if you don't have a stroller, but you still want to keep with running, there are a couple of other things that you can do that I've done and have worked out pretty well for me, and that would be finding a local high school track and also finding a park that has like a little path around the playground. And what I do in those instances is I pack my kids like a picnic or some snacks and a blanket, and if I go to the track, I put them on the blanket with some snacks and books, and I say, okay, you guys play here while I run laps around you. And usually I can do that for like 2 to 3 miles. They tend to get bored beyond that, but it's just enough to get my run in for the day. Now, when I've gone to parks, I always make sure it's a really small park that's pretty empty so that I can keep an eye on them as I'm doing my laps, and I let them play on the playground while I run laps around them. There was one park I went to where I had to run like 60 laps just to get like 1.5 miles, and it was pretty miserable, but hey, it's all in the name of running and keeping up with the streak. If you aren't able to work out running with your kids, either because of bad weather or unideal scheduling, then there is one other option that you can use, and that is to go running while they're asleep. If you have someone that can help you listen out for them, then you can get up early in the morning and run before they wake up, or go out in the evening after they've gone to sleep. I know that it can be hard to get motivated to get yourself up early or to go out late after a long day, but I always try and frame it in my mind as time to myself, time alone with my thoughts, and that really helps me get that motivation that I need to get up and get out. I hope that these ideas work for you. I hope that you can use them in your life, and I hope that it gets you motivated to get out and run with your kids. All right, bye.